good morning, good afternoon, welcome. My name is Jordie James, and thank you so much for joining me this evening. What's really interesting today is it's actually your summer solstice that's just happened, and we just went through winter solstice, and the turning of the wheel has started again. So it is a beautiful time of year. So it's really interesting because it's really, realistically, it's our Christmas down here. So it's Yule. So we count our blessings, we set abundance, and we really allow ourselves to be very much in that space of togetherness and comfort and all those beautiful things. Now, summer over there, you guys will be out and about on the beach and enjoying the beautiful sun and sending lots of hot weather over here, please, because we are cold at the moment, bitter cold. So, we are definitely in that stage of hibernation. And it's really interesting because I speak of hibernation, and sometimes when we are in a state of, say, you guys are over in summer, you guys are sort of out and about and really enjoying yourselves, but the season of your soul, the season of your life, you might actually be, which is a part of my little deck that I'm looking at doing, or I am doing actually, I'm in the process of them. You might be sitting and hibernating. You might have to be sort of sitting and just really sort of regrouping and refocusing. And it's really important that, yes, on a natural scale, on the natural level, we are very much connected to the seasons, but then sometimes the seasons don't relate to our journey at that particular moment on a personal level. So we've got to allow ourselves to go, okay, I know it's summer outside, but I really want to just sit in and sit with a good book because I just need to hibernate. And that is normally the winter season. So you've got to honor how you feel. You've got to honor how you grow. And it's really important as you look at those things within your life, don't just go with the flow of the universe, with nature's seasons. Make sure you work with your own seasons and make sure that you do the things that really celebrate your soul. And I know you guys are coming up soon to Independence Day, and it's only a couple of weeks away, so I'll be talking to you before then. But it's just really important to have that celebration, have that aspect of knowing that when you are in that space of celebration, be there, be in that moment, observe, allow yourself to be in that beautiful space. So with no further ado, but I just thought I'd let you all know that I just want to send you many happy blessings and everything for the summer solstice over there, and the beautiful people in the southern hemisphere, the winter solstice that just happened the last couple of days. So I just thought I'd leave you with that. Now I have beautiful Sarah from Marshalltown, sorry. I can't even get my tongue around that. Yeah, thank you. Hi, Sarah. How are you going?
I'm doing good.
That's good. So thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you today. Would you like me to work psychically with what's going on around you, or mediumshiply, which is connecting with loved ones?
A mediumship.
Yep, sure. Perfect. So let me just blend with your loved ones. Oh, I've got a really strong female coming forward. And as I blend with her, I know she's very strong in energy, but she's quite gentle. And she'd always be the first one to walk through the door. It would be like opening the door going, hello. So I know that she's got a beautiful personality, but I also know that she's very caring, very sensitive, very gentle. Would you understand this so far? I know it's a little bit vague, but would you understand a lady? I do feel that she would be in her 70s. I do feel like she was very sprightly right up until she passed. Do you understand this, Sarah?
Maybe my grandmother-in-law.
Okay. So if I blend with her a little bit more, I'll give you more evidence, but I just want to say this personality, she's very, very strong. And I do know that she would always encompass everyone. I know that she was very much a family person, but I know that if you stepped out of line, she wouldn't mix her words. She would definitely say it how it is, and she would be very, very sort of committed in tradition and faith and very strong in that, but I don't feel like she was religious as such. Would you understand this?
Yeah.
Thank you. And also with this beautiful lady, I know she passed peacefully, but there was quite a lot of struggle in the last 2 to 3 months of her passing. I do feel as she looks upon you, she smiles and she knows that you've been either wanting some advice from her or guidance, because I just feel like I want to go, like I said, she wouldn't mix her words. So she'd be very philosophical but very strong in her voice. Would you understand this?
Mhm.
Thank you. If it doesn't make sense, Hara, please let me know so then I can sort of go back to what I was getting, because I just feel with her that she would be that person that you'd be able to go to for discussion or guidance, and she wouldn't mix her words. She
Mhm.
wouldn't be pussyfooting things around. Would that make sense to you?
Yeah, I wasn't really close to her in that way, so I'm not quite sure.
That's okay. Can I just keep going with her? And there's a Jan or a J name that I want to bring through that would be connected to the family. Would you understand this? And it's
Who
a
is it?
female J, a female J name, like
Mm.
Jan, Janice, Janet. There's that J-N
Janice, my
sound.
mom.
Thank you. I've got a feeling I've got your grandmother on mum's side, though. Would you understand this?
Mhm.
If it doesn't make sense, please let me know. But I just feel
No,
like
my
it's
grandma,
grandmother.
my great grandma. I'm thinking you have my mom's grandma, my great grandma.
Oh, perfect. And she would definitely be the stoic lady for the family. I know she would be sitting down in a chair and people would gather around her.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. I've got her. Oh, she's coming in strong now. I've definitely got your great grandmother. And I know as she steps forward, she wants to give you a massive hug. She's very proud of you. She's also apologizing a little bit because you've started to take on a little bit of the burden of the family. It's like taking things on your shoulders. Would you understand this?
Kinda, yeah.
Thank you. And she's also saying that you've got the like you very much a philosopher as well, or you always look at things differently compared to other people in the family, other family members. Does that make sense?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. And she's also saying to me that when she comes through, she definitely comes through with with a gumption. Like I do want to say she would not like she would do things right up until she passed. I know that she would be very strong in herself, and even though she was very frail towards the end, she would still try and do very independent things. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. And she's also acknowledging a birthday around now. So I don't know if there's a birthday coming up or there's a birthday in the next couple of days or just happened, but she's acknowledging this as well because she wants
Yeah.
to wish someone a happy birthday. She's
Me
also
and my grandma.
acknowledging, thank you. She's also acknowledging the big, there's like 3 children that are very much dominant as well. So she's just acknowledging the 3. I don't know if that's around you or around your mum. You're one of 3, but she's acknowledging 3. Okay, thank you, darling. And I do feel that she was also very on her own. I do feel like your great-grandfather passed before her, and she was a bit of a stalwart. I feel like she would have been the oldest one, even in her generation. Out of her brothers and sisters, she would have been the oldest one to get to a certain age. Would you understand this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. And she's also giving me biscuits, and I know biscuits are here are scones, but she's acknowledging biscuits for you. Does that make sense?
Yes, she always cooked us bread and cake for our birthdays.
Thank you, because she's telling me biscuits, but I know in Australia biscuits are like cookies for you guys, but biscuits
Yeah.
are scones and that sort of, because she's just wanting to give you those. Now, I know there's a secret recipe to those, so can I leave that with you? Because she's talking about a secret recipe or something that she used to add to them to give them a little bit more flavor, a little bit more
Yeah.
sort of pizzazz. So she's just acknowledging this. And she's also talking about cayenne pepper or like pepper, like spice. She's talking about spice as well. Does that make sense?
Pepperwood, we always had a salsa competition.
Ah, perfect, because she's just talking about the cayenne pepper. I don't know if that makes sense, but can I leave that with you? Because she showed me the spice. Okay, thank you. Now, she's also acknowledging that she's so proud of you. She's talking about how you're starting to study again or open up your vocabulary to more learning and growing. And she's very happy with this. Now, also, she wants to say that she needs to sort of sit mum down a little bit because mum needs to um, listen rather than talk. So I feel like mum talks more than listens. So she's just wanting to acknowledge this with you as well. Uh, okay, and there is a brother that she wants to acknowledge. I feel this is mum's brother, your uncle. Does this make sense to you?
Mhm.
Thank you. There's a Steve or a ST, or it may not be the name Steve, but I know the ST is quite strong in the name. So I'll leave that with you. But she's just talking about how mum needs to listen more, not talk. And I feel like that might be around the brother or her brother or something, or family of that brother. There's just something around that. That's what I feel.
Okay.
And I do feel like your great grandmother, I just want to talk and talk and talk and talk like she doesn't have a breath. So I do feel like I'm very much like, I just need to talk with her. Okay, thank you. The other, she's making me aware of photography or cameras. And as I blend with that a little bit more, she's talking about looking through photos and genealogy and family history, and how she's making me aware in my vocabulary that you might have thought that you're Scottish, but you're more Irish than Scottish, or there's some sort of reference to being descendant from some country, but it's actually a different country. There's something about genealogy or DNA starting to be presented in the family. Would you understand this, Sarah?
We always took photos and went through photographs.
Oh, perfect, because I just want to acknowledge this, and I just also want to acknowledge genealogy as well. So I've only got 30 seconds, Sarah, but can I leave her love with you and stand strong, and she wants to pass the baton to you. So I've got a funny feeling you've got a little bit of her in you. So can I leave that with you, darling?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Have a lovely day, evening, everyone. Blessings and hugs. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.